What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Dawn and Dreams. As you know, it is your lady, Miss Z. Welcome and thank you for tuning into another video. If you would, make sure that you subscribe and like this video if it resonates with you. I want to say thank you and shout out to everybody that's been buying Dreamcatchers, that has been supporting my business. I really, really appreciate it. And if you just booked a reading, I appreciate it. It's an honor. Okay. Now, I do have a magical ancestral set of dream catchers. This is probably my most powerful creations. And if you bought dream catchers me before, don't think they're not powerful. But I am coming out with a even more powerful collection because I'm using names of some of the medicine men and women for the name of the dream catcher. So it's very, very powerful work that I'm doing. And that collection will be out within a few weeks. I'm pushing for as soon as possible. So just look forward to that. I will keep updates on my Instagram account. And they're also going to come with a card of authenticity to tell you that it came from Dawn and Dreams, and it's going to be with my signature on it. So yes, if you have not got a dream catcher, it will be the perfect time around that time, okay? When it's ready. But anyway, back to this. This is going to be a reading that I really didn't want to do at first, but now I'm just so interested to know, what does your future self want to tell you now? Okay, so it could be warning you, it could be telling you about some accomplishments maybe you get in the future. I don't know. I never know what the reading's going to say. So we're going to look into it. You can pick stone 1, stone 2, or stone 3. And I'll hold them up. Ooh. And these are new, guys. We'll be wire wrapping those. So. All right. If you need more time, you can pause the video. And as you know, if you want to book a reading, go to dawnanddreams.com. That link will be in the description box. Let's get into your reading. I don't know what's wrong with my hands today. Okay. The first one. Let's see. What does your future self want to tell you now? Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. You had this constant fear of who you were. You don't need to be afraid of becoming the greatest you. All the past, if you've dealt with bullying, for some of you, I'm seeing something about a child. So I feel like that deals with, a lot of times it deals with innocence. And a lot of times you can be stripped of your innocence very, very quickly if you're different, if people see you as different. But a lot of times it just means that you're truly the star and they notice it too. Okay, they notice it at a young age, and a lot of times it can't be handled. You really need to study. I'm carrying one more card, so we'll pull one more. One more come out. Yeah. I'm gonna pull from this and then we'll that. Yeah. All right. There's a lot of happiness surrounding you in the future. A lot of things to celebrate. And I feel like you finally get on top of your empire, meaning you finally get to crown yourself. You finally are on top of things. This has a lot of business energy. So if you do own a business or if you have started a business, it looks like things will be more in control in your future. And it seems like you're going to have this moment of celebration, this moment of sitting down and thinking about this moment right now. Okay, spiritually, there's a lot going on with you. For some reason, my bracelet just kept, for some reason hurting. I'm like, why is my bracelet hurting? And this is a bracelet that I made But I use it now to connect to the ancestors because of the skulls. So I feel like they are trying to reach out to you now, and it's kind of like pay attention. Pay attention to your feelings. Really get in tune. Pay attention to the messages that come into you now. All right? You're going to receive a lot of messages going into your future that they are concerned. Your future self wants to concern you with now. It's weird, but it's like pay attention to the messages that you're receiving. Where your heart is not invested is not where you need to put your energy. Okay? Where your heart is not invested, you do not need to put your energy into it. If you are not going to give 100%, you need to let it go. You need to drop it off. You need to slowly move away from it. Okay? Slowly move away from it. Because your future self is on top of things. Invested in the right things. Truly happy. Finally getting a sense of fulfillment. So do not feel like you have to hold on to things that you are halfway invested into. You have lacking chemistry and you have I keep one rolled. Now it can relate to two things, because lacking chemistry can always relate to a relationship. But on a deeper level, it could just relate to you having to put aside your feelings in order to accommodate other things that's going on around you. And this could really be job related as well. Maybe trying to keep things under wraps or just not be yourself completely. Like you don't have the chemistry where you are right now, but you're still trying to invest in it. And again, relate this to wherever it relates to you. Just like right now, you have a messenger and it's coming in to tell you, be prepared for what's coming towards you. Be prepared. Give more energy into your studies. Be empowered right now. Now is the time for learning. Taking opportunity, seizing the moment. Investing your energy in what's important. You can't halfway do it because your future self is saying right now, yeah, you've been all right. You've been, kind of getting by, but you got to give 100% to this. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Camera flipped, but we're back. Okay. So you have to take away the energy that is less invested in some other stuff and put it into what really matters. Because, the temporary happiness is not what you want. You want something that's going to keep you completely fulfilled. Okay? And you also have prepare for ritual spell work is needed. So you have a lot of growth right now that you need to work on, that your future self is preparing you for. Because honestly, I feel a lot of spiritual development in your future. A lot of spiritual development, meaning you have mastered a lot of things. Things that aren't as fluid for you now will be fluid, especially with communication with your ancestors. It's going to be a lot more fluid than what you think it is now. Okay? Yeah. If stuff is in turmoil, if stuff is dying out in your life right now, let it go. Let it go. Get into balance. So in the future, you can really enjoy sitting on your throne, sitting on your accomplishments, and sitting on your happiness. Okay? So I'm going to move on because I didn't mean to spend that much time on it, but it's like get to work. You got so much to look forward to in your future. Okay? So that is that one. Let me make sure that's right. Let's go to the next one. What does your future self want to tell you? What does your future self want to tell you? Come out of your comfort zone. I'm hearing that you're going to be connecting to a lot of people or connecting to people in some way, shape, or form in your future. some reason you have to go ahead and climb the mountains of any fears that you have, or any things that's held you back or holding you back right now in order to be in that future point. Okay, so let's try to get one more card from this deck. All right. Trying to shuffle fast here. Okay. All right, let's look at it. Ooh. Your future self, I'm sorry, says, let go, it has served its purpose. Let go, it has served its purpose. That's a powerful word to say, or saying to say. I pick up on the emotions of others, okay? You also have new position play your role. So whatever position that you're getting put in now, that's a position of authority, you need to take it, okay? You do need to take it because it is a part of your growth. It is a part of who you will be in your future. Looks like you definitely are going through a lot of emotional setbacks right now. It's kind of like this conflict of interest. You have to let go of resentment. It seems in your future you become the teacher, the tutor, the person of wisdom. And I believe that this is connected to, I pick up on the emotions of others, which typically means empathic energy. And a lot of empaths tend to stay away from people because of this. Whether you have good energy or bad energy, empaths can pick up on it all, and it's not always pleasant. You also have prepare for ritual, spell work is needed. It seems like right now, you need to really get your emotional state balanced and learn how to communicate better. Learn how to open up those doors better. And also, you do need to continue, if you are a person that does rituals or spell work or root work, whatever way you want to put it, that's going to be something that's strong in your energy in the future. So it is something that you want to continue to practice. It is going to bring you more abundance in your life. But like I said, there's a sense of resentment, either about the past or something that you're having or trying to hold on to, that needs to be released for your future. It's like all the obstacles that you go through are not just because, you're supposed to just go through them and that's it. Don't throw away the lessons that you've learned from the experience that you went through, because that brings you to this place where you become the teacher. And there's a lot of shaman-like energy. So it's time for you to go above and get to that higher consciousness state. Get into more meditation. Looks like in your future there's going to be a lot of great things coming for you. You have victory. You also have doing reflection. You have freedom. So it's like you want to get from that place of entrapment, get from that place of hidden sorrow being released. And focus on your emotional stability. If you are raging every time something happens to you, or you cannot handle the emotional pressures of the world, it will kind of keep you in a box with growth. Like if you don't like being around people, a lot of the times, you know, even career-wise, you kind of lessen yourself or your opportunities from growing. A lot of times empaths, they don't even want to take a position of the emperor or the empress, because it puts them in the spotlight. Even if they were destined to be in the spotlight, they don't want to be put in that position because it brings more attention to them. And it can be very frustrating because you have people coming in, and when they hurt you, they really hurt you. You know, when they're helping you, yeah, they helping you, but can you really trust them? So there's a lot of, like, I don't really trust people that much because of what they're doing. This doesn't just have to be a lover. It could be lover, family, friends, whoever, okay? So you do want to get that in check for your future, because your future self is in a position of power, is in a position of teaching, is in a position of acceptance. All right, so that is your reading. Let's get to the last one. So what does your future self want to tell you, okay? You do not want to miss out on opportunities. Let's grab this first. Wait a second. Yeah, you have opportunities coming in the reverse. As you can see here, it's going into the reverse. All right, it's like it's weird, but I see this block, you know, like, you know how you go to a school or, you know, a place where there's like awards and things. I forgot what that's called, like trophies and stuff on the wall. You're looking at it, and it's like you're wishing that could be you. And for that to happen, you have to make changes for right now, okay? You have to make those changes right now. This is what's being avoided, so we'll keep that here. I think I'm just going to pull cards from this one this time. I don't think the other ones are necessary, but if so, I will get them. Ooh, got the ancestors coming out on this one. Okay. So you have the ancestors coming through to say heal. One day is not enough. No date yet. You are me. Okay. And remember who you are, and you have hidden treasures. Okay. So there needs to be a confidence boost for right now. Okay. Because, yeah. This came in reverse. Let me keep that in reverse. Okay. Whew. Okay. This one's going to be a little heavy, because I see two opportunities. You know, two opportunities being missed. Whatever you want, you have to work hard for, and you have to be patient for. okay? And I'm not saying work hard as in we just need to break our backs and necks. Working hard just means putting a lot of energy into it. And you can do that, you know, by not even lifting a finger if you are very spiritual, okay? So when you put a lot of energy into something and you are patient enough for it, it will come, okay? Are you willing to wait it out? Are you willing to give more than anything to be who you want to be in the future? Because if not, you know, you're just going to be the person standing there looking at the trophies of other people, knowing that could have been you, knowing that should have been you. Okay? Because you have strength right here. You actually have a spirit guide near you, and that's always with you, guiding you, trying to give you that, you know, recognition of strength. You know, looking at you like, wow, you know, you have this much power and you're going to let it go to waste. Don't do that. Don't do that. Especially when it comes to like, what's the point of me doing all this? What's the point of me studying? What's the point of me going to school? What's the point of me reading these books? What's the point of me being spiritual? Sometimes we go through all those cycles and we ask why we're doing it. And you can't, you know, a lot of times spirit just can't directly whisper in your ear and say, hey, you're doing this because such and such and such and such. You have to take the signs, you have to take the recognition, and you have to want it for yourself, okay? So it's like either you're going to go with the flow of things and just, you know, have that blind faith, or you're going to miss out on some of these opportunities that really want to be here, okay? So you're kind of at that point in your life where you're kind of half in between, but the ancestors are actually with you. So that's something that you have to remember. Okay, so you have leadership. Your future self wants to be a leader. Not a follower, not a watcher, a leader. Okay, you have blocked growth. So pay attention to the things that's going on right now that's blocking your growth in any way, shape, or form. If it's blocking your growth, it's not going to help you in your future. It's not going to help you be this leader that you want to be. Okay, you do have deception here, and deception just could be the way that you look at things, the way that you're seeing things, because sometimes we can deceive ourselves into thinking that, oh, we don't need to do this, oh, it's just a drag, and then you get caught up in the future kind of in that same cycle. All right, you kind of have you just kind of waiting here, not really making any movement, but now is the time to make those movements, now more than ever. Okay, your future self depends on that change that you're going to make now. Okay, you have hidden treasure, so not knowing what the future will hold for you. You have remember who you are. Remember the power that you possess. Don't let it go to waste. Your ancestor gave you this power. It's transitioned down. What are you going to do with it? Okay? No date yet. So a lot of times, again, we have to be patient for the things that we want. They're not just going to come just because we ask for them. Sometimes things have to fall in order. Okay? You have one day is not enough. So your future self is saying maybe you do need to take a little bit of a vacation, and maybe one day isn't enough. So maybe you need to change something in your schedule where you can have more time off to focus on yourself and your goals, or just make some type of change that can accommodate where you are right now. Whatever you need to do to relax and get in your mode to where you can be creative and where you can prosper, do it. Okay, I've had to make a lot of changes in this past 2 years just to accommodate my life today. But it is what makes me comfortable. It is what makes me happy. And that at the end of the day, that's all that matters. You don't need to be stressing yourself out to the point of no return, to the point where you don't want to invest in yourself. Okay? So that is the reading. I actually quite enjoyed that. Please make sure that you like and subscribe if this video resonates with you. Also for more videos. Again, follow me on Instagram for updates on my Dreamcatchers. And if you